Do you really need a property manager? Or can you rephrase this question? Are you a hustler or not, right? Same thing, dig deep and think, do I really need a property manager? Or am I just giving away my profits? If you are a real estate investor or thinking about becoming one, this is going to be one of the biggest questions in your mind. This will be one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. And surprisingly, most people get it wrong. I don't know why. Some investors swear by having a property manager. Other investors say, boss, it destroys our cash flow. And I understand. So which is it? What is it going to be? I have a friend in Charlotte here who has over 40 investment properties, and he uses a property manager. If you know me or understand a little bit about my behavior, the way I think, you should know I am a hustler. I'm not going to give away anyone anything for free. Do you think I've made costly mistakes? Oh yes, you better believe that. Do you think they were avoidable? Absolutely. Do you think having a property manager in place would have reduced the number of mistakes that I have made? Probably not. In this video, I'm going to break down when you absolutely need a property manager, when you can do without a property manager, and how to decide based on your situation, not on someone else's opinion. No, by the end, you will exactly know what to do with your rentals and potentially save or make thousands of dollars every year. Hey everyone, my name is Vikram Chopra. I'm an investment banker turned realtor in the greater Charlotte metropolitan area. This is where I invest, and this is where I help others also invest. If you're new to my channel, I talk about real estate investing strategies that actually work in the real world, not just theories. And today, we are tracking a question that every investor is going to face at some point of time in the future. Should you self-manage or hire a property manager for all your rentals? Never forget, the only reason why we get into real estate investing is to earn our freedom. But what if your passive income turns into late night rental calls, tenants who don't pay rent, and then you have maintenance issues? Then what? You have constant stress? Forget about the freedom that you so desire. Forget about the passive income. That's where property managers come in. But like everything else in this world, they come at a cost. Let's break it down. Section 1. What does a property manager do? Before you decide if you need one, let's understand what is their job, what is the task, how do they help you. A good property manager handles tenant screening, lease agreements, rent collection, maintenance coordination, handling complaints and evictions if needed. Basically, they act as a middleman between you and your tenant. Sounds great, right? But here's a catch. They charge between 8 to 12% of your monthly gross rent. To rent an apartment, they'll charge you one full month of rent, and then anytime you have a maintenance issue, I am 100% sure there are maintenance markups. Ha! They got you. So if a property rents for $2,000 a month, you could be paying between $160 and $240 per month, plus the leasing fees, plus the hidden cost. And all that adds up fast. And as I said, a good property manager, that's a big good. What if he's not good? Then what? You're screwed. So let's dig into it. Section 2, when you do not need a property manager. Let's look at a scenario where hiring a property manager is actually a mistake. A, you only have 1 to 3 rental properties. That's it. If you're just starting out, your biggest asset is your learning curve. Managing your own property teaches you a lot. It teaches you how to screen for tenants. It teaches you how to price it right. It teaches you how to handle issues. It's going to churn you from the inside. It's going to give you stress. But that's where the growth happens. That's where all challenging people stick in and dig in. If you outsource it out, you miss the education part, and it will cost you later, guaranteed. Also, if you just have a few units, management should not be overwhelming. You could be paying thousands every year for something that you can manage by spending a few hours every month. B, your properties are local and not long distance. If your rentals are between 30 and 45 minutes from where you live, I would even say an hour, then you don't need a property manager. No. You can visit the properties easily, build relationship with the tenants, and you know what? You can handle the emergencies also. In fact, self-managing your rental properties is the best way and the easiest way to maximize your cash flow, because you're not paying out money to the property manager. You're instead saving that money for the next down payment. And that brings me to the next point, C, which is maximizing the cash flow. Let's say your property cash flow is at $300 a month. By the way, in today's market, property is getting $300 of cash flow every month. It's considered a great deal. Now, a property manager shows up and eats up $200 of that. You are left with just $100. Something just ate into your cash flow. below. As is, the margins were so thin and now it has become even thinner. What you gonna do? At this point, is it even worth keeping a property manager? No, absolutely not. Many investors unknowingly kill their returns by outsourcing it too soon to the property managers. D, you're still building your systems. Early on in your investing journey, you need to build systems, reliable contractors, lease templates, rent collection process, all that. If you skip this step, you become dependent on someone else forever. And for forever, that guy will suck the life out of your real estate investing business. Forever. Do you really want that to happen? No. By the way, if you're a beginner or an investor and is looking for guidance on how to start in real estate investing, feel free to book a 20-minute free call with me. Link in the description below. We can go over the numbers together and come up with an actionable plan. Section 3, when you absolutely need a property manager. Now let's flip the script. There are situations when you actually need a property manager. In fact, the property manager is not just helpful, it's essential. A, you own properties in different states or different cities. This is one of the biggest reasons to hire a property manager. Biggest. If your property is 2 hours away or in a different state or in a different town, far away across the country, managing properties becomes a nightmare. I have lived through this nightmare and I will never recommend to anyone. I used to own properties in Chicago and my God, there were so many problems that used to come up and I didn't have a property manager and it was a nightmare. It got so bad that I sold all of my properties. Forget hiring a property manager. I just got rid of the properties. Imagine dealing with a broken HVAC system, a leaking roof, or a tenant emergency. Oh my God. All that from hundreds of miles away. The tenant is having issues in his life and now he has transformed all that issues into your life. What the hell, right? My knees used to tremble because of many such nasty situations. Once it was hot in the summertime in Chicago, so a tenant went to the basement and opened the windows so that the fresh air could come in. And you know what? He left the windows open. Come winter, everything froze. It was minus 30 degrees and everything broke. And it was a major issue for me. Life was really stressful. So what did I do? I called my trusted contractor and that idiot charged me $1 million. In such situations, property management is not an expense. It becomes essential. It becomes a necessity. I'll tell you the truth. When I see someone taking advantage of me, I absolutely hate it. Absolutely. I will de-invest from that location. I will sell off the property. I don't care about the profits or the loss. I'm not going to be taken for a ride forever. Yes, I make a mistake. I'm going to fix that mistake by getting rid of the whole problem itself. B, you value time more than money. Let's say you make $500,000 every year. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a tech investor, you're a management consultant, an investment banker, and you're slogging in and day out. And hey, you know what? Even I used to slog in. Your time might be worth $100 an hour, $200 an hour, $300 an hour. If managing tenant takes away 5 to 10 hours per month, you are losing time. You're losing more in time than saving in fees. In that case, outsourcing makes financial sense. C, you have a large portfolio. Once you scale to 10 units, 20 units, 50 plus units, managing tenants becomes a full-time job. At that level, you have two choices. Build your own property management system or hire an external company. Trying to do everything by yourself will burn you out and will limit your growth. No, you don't want that. But do you really want these many properties? I'm in this business since 2011, 15 years now. I have about 25 properties, but at some point of time in the past, I had more than 30. And I want to reduce my properties even further to 20. It's for you to figure out how large is large for you. Don't worry about what you see on TV or on shiny YouTube videos. Peace of mind has no price tag. D, you don't want stress. Let's be real. Some people don't want to deal with tenants. I don't know how. That's okay for them. No problems with me. They value peace of mind more than anything else because tenants can bring and will bring late payments, late night phone calls, and unexpected issues. If that stresses you out, a property manager will buy you peace of mind. D, you are scaling aggressively. If your goal is to acquire multiple properties per year, then yes, focus on deals and financing. Your time is better spent finding the next better property opportunity than fixing toilets. And if scaling aggressively is your thing, go ahead and book that 20-minute free phone call with me. Link in the description below. We will go over the numbers together. Section 4, the hidden downside of having a property manager. Nothing in this world comes without a downside. And that's what most people don't talk about. In fact, I have so many horror stories about real estate investing, but I fear that if I start sharing them on YouTube, many potential investors will just quit even before they begin. And I don't want that. I want everyone to live life to the fullest potential. Real estate investing gives everyone that option. Anyways, not all property managers are good, guaranteed. In fact, a bad property manager can put a bad tenant in your house, overcharge for maintenance, and let issues slide under the carpet. It will kill your property's performance. Remember that. Okay, here's the bottom line. Your property manager cares about his volume. You should care about your property. That's the biggest difference. I once had a property manager. He had no clue whatsoever. The rent wouldn't be deposited in my account on time. Why? The tenants had the same issue, and they kept bringing it up over and over and over again. Remember, if an issue is coming over and over and over again, that means there is something seriously wrong that needs to be looked at right away. And this property manager kept sending his guy again and again and again for the same issue and kept me charging again and again and again. Why? I was so pissed. It's unbelievable. And you know what? I used to call the property manager and he had one simple answer. Hey, let me check with the office and get back to you. Why? What? You are the property manager. You should know what's going on. These property managers, and some, not all, sometimes become lazy. They won't shop around. So if a guy says, hey, I'm going to charge you $50 for this, that's fine. They'll keep going back to the same guy. There could be another team, another bunch of people that will do the same job for like $25 or $30. No, but because they have a relationship with this and they charge $50, that's fine. We'll keep coming back to you. Why? It's our money, the owner's money. And then the second problem is with the rent. They don't optimize it. Someone gets in for $700 a month. 3 years go by, they're still at $700. Why? Why didn't it increase every year? Eviction delays, that's another problem with the bad property managers. But you know what? It all adds up, and it all adds up and costs you. So section 5, how do you decide if you need a property manager or not? Specifically for you, there is really a very simple way to decide. I'm going to give you 5 questions that you need to ask yourself. Number 1, how far is the property from where you live? If it's far in a different state, you know what? Maybe it's time for a property manager. Keep 1. Number 2, how many units do you own? Do you own a few or do you own a lot? If you own a lot, of course, having a property manager is going to be helpful. Number 3, what is your time worth? Are you the one who makes $100, $200, $300 an hour? Or are you just, a blue-collar worker? High income, outsourcing makes sense. Number 4, do I enjoy managing people? Are you a people's person? Do you love interacting with people? Do you love having solved these problems that people have in general? If yes, great, you don't need a property manager. If no, find a way. Find another property manager who can do this job for you. Number 5, and this is the most important one, will hiring a property manager kill your cash flow? If yes, boss, you need to think about the deal, or you need to find a way for you to manage the property on your own if you can't let go of the property. But there is nothing more important than your gut feeling. What does your gut tell you? When I was building my business, I needed the money badly. Believe me, I needed that money for my next down payment. Sometimes these property managers charge you 10%, which is a big money. I have a couple of townhomes that currently rent for $2,500 a month. 10% is $250 a month. So if a property manager is charging me 10%, which is a standard rate, then the entire year I'll end up paying $3,000 to the property manager for just one property. I don't know about you, but that's big money for me, boss. And if you have 2 to 3 such homes, that's like $6,000 to $9,000 every year. Do you want to shell out that much every year? Maybe yes, maybe no. Your call. And if you need guidance in coming up with an answer that works for your situation, feel free to go ahead and book that 20-minute free call with me. Link in the description below. We can discuss the situation and then we can decide if you really need a property manager or that is something that you can do on your own. Section 6, the hybrid approach, the best of both worlds. Here is what many successful investors do, including me. They don't go all in on either side. No, they use a hybrid approach. Self-manage in the beginning, learn the business, build systems, then outsource later, or even self-manage some properties and hire a property manager for some other properties. You have to find that sweet spot that works for you. This gives you control, flexibility, and scalability. What I did and found the most efficient way was to work with different contractors independently. So I have a guy for HVAC, I have a licensed electrician and a plumber that knows me, and I've used them in the past for a number of different properties. And then I have a contractor, a handyman that I know of that fixes most problems in all homes. I've used these people for years now. Whenever I have a problem, I call one of these people and they go home, go to the rental property and see what the problem is. I listen to them. If they say, Vikram, we need to replace this or fix that, I do it. 95% of the time, I will agree to what they are saying. Needless to say, I pay them promptly and I only work with those that are reasonably priced and are also good at their jobs. I know many contractors that know nothing, but they'll still do something. I've also had a few instances where a contractor started well, but then eventually turned greedy over time. No, Vikram, you need to replace this, you need to replace that, this is trash. No, we need to put in a new vanity here, we need to replace the bathtub, we need to replace the faucet. When I hear such things, I know what needs to be replaced. It's time for me to find a new contractor. Finding a new contractor is a hit and trial process. When there is a small job that needs to be handled, I generally go to Thumbtack. I get a new guy from there. Since it's a small job, he really can't screw me a lot. I let him do the job, no problem. If I like his job and I like his prices, then I test him again for the next few jobs just to feel him, just to see what kind of person this guy is. If he's keeping up, then I keep him. If he's, sliding here and there, not responding, not doing a decent job, well, you know what? Adios, amigo. You have to go through a few of those till you find that one guy that's going to stick around, who is worthy of your time and money. I have a contractor who sometimes makes a decision for me, and which is all right because I know him. I know what kind of thought process goes behind his head. So, do you need a property manager? Well, it depends. It depends on your stage, your goals, your lifestyle, and your efforts, your capability to hustle. Early on in the business, probably not. Scaling up, probably yes. The key is to be intentional, not reactive. Don't hire a property manager just because you are overwhelmed. No. Fix your systems first. Find a contractor who can do the job, then decide. I personally dig in and manage everything on my own. This is how I think. If there is a problem in my rental, the tenant is going to call the property manager, who in turn is going to call the contractor. Well, what's stopping me from calling the contractor? That's why, if you have questions, doubts, concerns, go ahead and book that 20-minute free phone call with me. Link in the description below. If you found this useful, hit the like button and subscribe. I break down real estate investing in a way that will make you money. Are you currently self-managing or using a property manager? Drop a comment below. I read every single one of those. And I'll see you in the next video. Good luck, goodbye, and go earn your freedom by saving a few extra bucks along the way.